right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Woo, woo. Warm-up 78 is on the screen. Number 1, sketch a bell curve. Also compute the z-score for 12. And number 2, compute factorial of 5, or also known as 5 with exclamation. That's what factorial means. I'll go over that in a little bit. Liz, can you get that, please? And copy and go. Okay, take the pass. All right, here we go. Number 2 from the warm-up. It says, well, the rest of you finish turning in number 1. Compute factorial of 5 or 5 factorial. How was that? So factorial meaning this. Look up, please. Meaning you need to take all the numbers that make up the group of factorial 5. And let me show you really quick what that means. You take all the numbers going towards 5, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you multiply all of them. So that's what we call factorial. So, or in other words, when you multiply numbers all together, they're called factors. But in this case, factorial meaning all the ones leading to that number. So what is 1 times 2? Times 3? Times 4? Times 5? Very good. 120, yeah. And that is factorial. Piece of cake, yes? Yeah? So it's kind of like, I think you've heard this before, that the number 3 is a magic number. So if you were to find factorial 3, tell your neighbor what that is, factorial 3. Everyone? 6. Now check this out. What is 1 plus 2 plus 3? Also 6. Anyway. So far so good. Let's go to number 1. Pedro, what was the mean? Standard deviation. Samuel. 5.6. So therefore, we're at 16.6 and 5.4. That's our average range. Okay. And z-score for 12. Z-score for 12. Eric. Z. 0.18. Hands, have you got something like that? Looks about right. So 0.18 somewhere around there. All right. So far so good, yes? All right, copy the agenda, please. Warm-up 78, multiplication rules of probability. Today we're going to close this section in regards to the multiplication rules, just with one more rule, and that rule is focusing on conditional probability. So tonight's home play is only one small problem, only one. How's your 3-day weekend? Good? Yeah? What? Everybody nice and rested? Good. All right? So, with that said, the weekend you had off, but tonight is only one conditional probability problem. I'll show you that in a little bit. All right? Our objective for today, I can identify and compute basic probability. We're still in this section of basic probability. I can identify and compute basic probability. All right? So we don't need a concept map or FAIR model for basic probability. We already know the definition of probability, right? All right, tell your neighbor the definition for probability. And the three that we've been focusing on. Very good. Chance of an event occurring, and the three different probabilities are classical, empirical, and subjective. From there we went to events. We talked about mutually exclusive, not mutually exclusive. We introduced the rules for addition. From there we went to more events, independent and dependent. From there we introduced the multiplication rules of probability. So today we're going to add one more. Copy this formula, please. Formula for conditional probability. Formula for conditional probability. Now the word conditional means that something needs to be met before we find the probability of the other. So we have P of B given A is equal to P of A and B over P of A. Once again, you don't need to copy all the verbatim, just copy the formula. P of B given A is equal to P of A and B over P of A. All right? Yes, Mr. Q. Let me zoom in. Once again, tell your neighbor what this means again. P of what? Yes, P of B depending on A or P of B given A is equal to a fraction of P of A and B or P of A and B divided by P of A. We good? All right, so with that said, let's go to problem number 1. Example Q, write example Q. Let me zoom out. You don't have to copy the problem. When you get to problem Q, I want you to write the formula really quick. Formula given is P of B given A. What's that? Is equal to P of A and B over P of what? P of A? Yeah. All right. So here we go. What are they asking us for? Let's see. A box contains black and white chips. A person selects 2 chips without replacement, meaning one's depending on the other. Okay. If the probability of selecting a black chip and a white chip is 15 over 56, and the probability of selecting a black chip on the first draw is 3/8, find the probability of selecting the white chip on the second draw, given the first chip selected was a black chip. All right? So, talk it over to your neighbor, let them know what we're going to substitute given only those 2 values. only given those two values. All right, so let's see. They want us to find what? The probability of selecting a white chip given that the first one was a what? Black chip. So we would write what? P of what? Okay, let me repeat that again. Probability of selecting what? A white chip given what? A black chip. Okay, so what do I write? P of what? W, yes, white chip, given what? B, or black chip. That is correct. So what would we write on the numerator? Yes, B and W. How about denominator, everyone? What? B. Right? P of A over here, P of A, yes, okay. So, what is the probability of a black and a white? Everyone? 15 over 56 divided by, how about the probability of the black chip? 3/8. Can we have fractions over fractions? No, let's write it out. 1556 divided by 3/8. All right, so 1556 times 8/3. Oh, JC, remember some basic third grade stuff. Let's go. Let's see if you continue on that trend. Who remembers how to simplify before multiply? Okay, so 15 and 3 become what? And 1. Okay, how about 56 and 8? Seven and 1. So this is 5/7. Yeah, I'm taking you guys back to elementary, remember? They used to serve you guys sloppy joes and all that stuff. Sloppy joes. You guys ever eat sloppy joes? Yeah? Those were good. All right, from 1 to 5, I'll come to bar you with this straightforward conditional probability. From 1 to 5? 4, okay, 5s, 4, 5s. All right. All right, so that was a simple one. Let me give you one similar. See if you can do this one by yourself. But before that, send me your work. Give me a second. So example Super Q reads, the probability that Sam parks in a no parking zone and gets a parking ticket is 0.06, and the probability that Sam cannot find a legal parking space and has to park in a no parking zone is 0.2. On Tuesday, Sam arrives at school and has to park in a no parking zone. Find the probability that he will get a parking ticket. Once again, you're not to copy the problem. You're setting up your formula and getting started with a formula. All right, so formula, JC, what do I write? P of V depending on A, or given. By the way, I'm going to write the word given because some of you keep forgetting that the order. All right, continue. P of A and B over P of A. Okay. Like that? Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, show your neighbor what you wrote, please, and see if they have something similar to yours. What's going where? All right, so let's see. First, let's label stuff. No parking zone, let's just label that one the letter N for no parking zone. And for a ticket, what shall we label that? Very good. T. Yes. What? So, with that said, they want us to find the probability that he will get a parking ticket. A parking ticket. Given what? Given what? Guys, that he gets a parking ticket, given what? That he parks where? In a no parking zone. Okay, so what would we write? P of T given N. That is correct. All right, so with that said, what shall we write on top? N and T, yes. Which means the denominator is what? P of N, yes. What? No, I yawned. All right, so therefore, what is P of N and T together? Non-parking zone and a ticket is what? Point what? 0.06 over, and what's no parking zone? 0.20. So, hands if you got, what is 0.06 divided by 0.20? Point what? Very good, 0.30. Hands if you got that by yourself. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to ask you to send me the work for this one. I want to get to the next one. Oh, yeah. So that's fine and dandy when we are dealing just with statistics that they give us already the value for each of those. All right? However, What happens if I was to give you data in a two-way frequency table, such as this one? Copy that one, please. Example, make a Q. Just copy the table, please. Don't copy the rest of the verbatim. I'll read it out, and then we'll do this one together. And it reads, a recent survey asked 100 people if they thought women in the armed forces should be permitted to participate in combat. The results of the survey are shown in the table below. Find these probabilities. Probability part A, the response answered yes, given the respondent was a female. The respondent was a male, given the respondent answered no. So keep attention with the word given, because that tells you how to set up your formula. Okay? Yes, Mr. Q. All right, so our table reads, the first column is gender, male, female. Second column, yes, 32, 8, and the total is 40. Column 3, no, 18, 42, the total is 60. And column 4 is a total of total, so it's 50, 50, and 100. All right. All right, so let's get started with part A. Let's write our formula. P of, what was the original one? P of B given A equals to P of A and B over P of A. All right, just to keep organized. Let's start with part A. The respondent answers yes, so I'm going to use the letter Y. And given the respondent is F. Okay, so what would I write in my formula? Tell your neighbor what to write in the formula given those two values. Once again, the slash is the word given, yes? Okay. So, what would I write, Amy? Y given F, that is correct. Okay, so then? And Y over. All right, so let's substitute values. Let's go to where it's female and yes. So go to the table. Where's female and yes? I'm going to do that in blue. Female and yes. Female, yes, it's what? 8 out of what? 100, yes. So we write 8 over 100. Next, P of F, that means female. What is that, everyone? 50. 50 out of what? 100. And once again, we can't have fractions over fractions, so we write 8 100ths divided by 50 over 100. And then Jason said, Mr. Q, can't we just write the reciprocal? Okay. 8 over 100 times 100 over 50. And once again, can we simplify that? The 100 and the 100 become what? 1. How about, can we reduce the 8 and the 50? Yeah, this becomes 4 and 25. So the probability of a yes, given that it's a female, is 4 over 25. So with that said, I want you to do part B by yourself. See what you get for that. Go. All right. So, tell me what to write, Zach. Now that we have our original formula there, what do I write now given this? N, yes. Very good. So on top, what do I write on top? Male. Yes, and an M, which means what goes in the denominator, everyone? Everyone. N, yes, that is correct. So, the top in blue, N and M, is what? 18 out of 100. Denominator, no, is what? 60 out of 100, yes. So therefore, this becomes 18 over 100 divided by 60 over 100. And JC said, write that as the reciprocal. So this and that become 1. And 18 and 60, can we divide that by 6? Yes? So this is 3, this is 10. So P of M given N is 3 over 10. Hands, if you got that by yourself? Let's go, let's go. We got this. All right, send me your work. Let me send you the screen. Not that one, hold on. That one. So let's see, we started with our formula for conditional probability, and we started with probability of B given A, and we wrote on the numerator P of A and B divided by P of A. From there we were given one problem, example Q with the chips. It was straightforward. All we had to do is know how to set it up. We went to problem super Q, same thing, straightforward. Where it got a little interesting is over here, because now we were given a table, two-way table, and we needed to find out totals from totals and which one they were referring to. So from there to there, how comfortable are you with conditional probability? From 1 to 5, I got some 3s, 4s. All right. So basically we just need practice, yeah? All right. So just the setup, I think the setup is what's giving us a hard time. So remember, given, look up to the screen for those of you that are getting a little confused. The word given in the formula is this bar right here. Oh, sorry. The word given is this bar. That's why I said pay attention to the word given. So this bar is what? Given, yes. All right. So with that said, y'all ready? So as you guys are turning in your work, so now that we practice using a two-way table, I'm going to get you guys started with your home play. How about that? Yeah? I'll give you a table, and it's only one problem. All right? There it is. You can take a picture of it or copy the table right now, and you don't have to write down all the verbiage. Just write A, B, C, D, and E. Start with your formula, and go from there. Okay. So the home plate, it says the medal distribution from 2008 Summer Olympic Games for the top 23 countries is shown below. So there's the two-way frequency table. So make sure you copy that, and let's get started. All right, I'll stop the video right there. Those of you that are joining us online, enjoy your practice. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.